Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Tyrik on the Move. Now, I know that we did say we would do a show tomorrow morning, but guess what? We just happen to be 12 hours early tonight, actually, Friday night, which is actually the main show day anyway. But my man, who I'm about to introduce in just a few seconds, had prior engagements. He's a busy man, and he's an entrepreneur and a contractor, and he's been getting plenty of calls, so he has work to do. And also, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Happy St. Patrick's Day Eve. And this is the one and only man who actually brings in the green, Mr. Tilik Wynn. How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Good, good. I'm glad you had a chance to come on the show. Actually, I was, I got a call recently. Tyrik, we need you to come. My staff called me saying, Tyrik, we need you to come to the station. And I'm like, oh, what for? I don't have to be there till tomorrow morning. And they were like, oh, well, Mr. Tilik Wynn, he got a call, so he has to, he has a project tomorrow morning, so he won't be able to come in, but he can come in tonight. I was like, okay, shoot, I'm ready. The show must go on, so we are here. And we're excited to have him on the show. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with some of these questions. And this is just fun. We're going to have some fun. We're going to let the viewers have a chance to ask some questions too. So, what I want to ask you is, how long have you been in business, and how did you first start your business?
I've been in business since 2009. And the way we started our business, basically, my wife, she's in the real estate business, and
okay.
A lot of business was accumulating at that time, and she asked me about some preservation services, basically cleaning houses, turnkey work,
okay.
repairing them and getting them up, doing landscaping and so forth, and remodeling and fixing them up, and asked me if that was something I could do. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I said, well, I would love to have the opportunity to do these things. Of course, I'll learn as I go along, but for the most part, that's pretty much how the whole show started.
Okay. All right. So we're you have this business.
Okay.
That obviously very successful. So I want to know, how did you come up with the name for the business, All Star Maintenance?
Oh wow, that's a funny story.
Okay.
I had another business prior to that.
Okay.
And the business was called 5 Star.
I remember 5 Star.
And it was a meat company.
I know where this is going.
And basically my business partner and I, we bumped heads and didn't see things eye to eye. So I thought my way of getting back at him was to, if his company was 5 Star, I said, well shoot, why don't I call my company All Star? And that means I have all the stars, and he only had 5. And plus, so that's how it originally came. Mm-hmm. But All Star is a household name. They got the All Star games and stuff like that. So I figured if I name my company All Star, it's a name that people are familiar with. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty much. I said, well, I could go in and grab people just based on my name, because even if they hadn't heard my company, mm-hmm. the name All Star sounds familiar.
Yeah. And
so when you say All Star, they say, I think I remember you guys. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, but if it's some good news, maybe I'll say yeah. But if it's some bad news, that wasn't us.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Yeah,
so that's basically how I came up with the name.
Okay. All right. So the company All Star. All right. So the company All Star. Like I said, obviously very successful.
Thank
you. So I think that the name, it draws attention, because since you do things to houses and you do landscaping, instead of like Tilik's landscaping business, you call it All Star. So people are automatically gonna have questions like, what is that? Like, if I heard the name All Star, I wouldn't immediately think landscaping company or
Sure.
someone who does something to houses. So I like the name because it draws attention, and it draws questions, and people ask, right?
Correct. Now my full name of the company is All Star Maintenance Services.
Okay.
So that kind of puts you in some form of category.
Okay.
you know, what we do just based on that name. And when I originally started the corporation, I was searching, and All Star is so wide range, so you had to play with the letters and stuff like that. So that's how at first the company was short, and then the name got larger based on me searching and doing research. And there's a lot of All Stars out there, you know.
Yeah.
So, but there's only one All Star Maintenance Services.
And you're the best, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure. So, did you have to like go to school for this type of business, or you know, how did it like come up? Like, how did you like physically like learn how to do it?
Well, I mean, it would be definitely good if you went to school. I personally didn't go to school.
Oh, so you're a natural.
I would say so.
Oh, okay.
And plus on the job training.
Okay.
So a lot of times, you know, businessmen, entrepreneurs can think outside the box. And I actually came at a time in the industry where the foreclosure market was hitting real hard.
Okay.
And the here in Atlanta, the housing market was going south, and the foreclosure market was going north. And so I was able to get my hands on some great contractors that had been in the business building homes for 20-25 years, and I was able to get them at a discounted rate, so to speak, just because work was slow for them at the time.
Okay.
Now I'm getting top-notch quality work.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it at a discount.
Okay.
And you know, at the time I had no clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
But once I start understanding the market and so forth, then I start understanding, wow, you really did something special here. and I actually was right there on the job, elbow to elbow with these guys working, you know, learning the trade.
Okay.
You know, and so that's how that's basically how I learned so much of the business.
Okay. All right. You know, that's a really good method, and you know, it's really good when you don't have to actually physically spend money to go to school and get the education for it. You know, when it's already into you. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. The great thing is I'm constantly making money at the time.
Yeah.
As well as you know, providing for my family.
Yes.
As well as you know, just being able to move forward in the business.
Okay. And so what I want you to actually constantly, while we do it in the show, because we are on many different live avenues out there.
Sure.
So, you know, we're on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media out there. So, you know, we have people tuning in from time to time. So, you know, from time to time, I want you to give out your contact info. Anytime you can squeeze it in there, you know, go ahead and squeeze it in. So if you want to go ahead and give out your contact info right now.
My number is, you spell my name Tilik. Last name is Wynn, Wynn. My phone number is 770-639-5119. Or you can email me. It's real long. You ready? It's my company name. It's All Star Maintenance Services with an S at the end. INC@yahoo.com.
Okay. All right. So back to the business part of it. Oh, actually, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Thank you, producer. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're gonna get into some more stuff with Mr. Tilik Wynn, and he's actually gonna share exactly what he physically does and what he can do for you at your home. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm your host, Tyrik Wynn, for Tyrik on the Move, and I just wanted to thank you all so much for watching Tyrik on the Move on Fridays, or maybe any day of the week. You never know when I might have a show for you, and you never know who the special guest might be, but we have some amazing things coming up that you don't want to miss. Stay tuned for more episodes of Tyrik on the Move. Back with Tyrik on the Move, and we are still hanging out with one of Atlanta's awesomest entrepreneurs and contractors, Tilik Wynn. And so we're gonna go and get right back into this thing. So with all the stuff that you do for All Star Maintenance, I want to know, how do you charge your customers? Is there any type of method that you use, or anything?
Well, it's just based on each job, each situation. I mean, there's a ton of things that go in effect. If you want me to clean your gutters, well, how high are your gutters? Is it 2-story, 3-story? Are your gutters got one level, and then you got to get on the roof to get to the next level of gutters? Situations like that, that's going to be more expensive and dangerous, because I have to take one ladder to put on the roof to get to the second level of gutters. So something like that, that's going to be expensive versus a ranch style home. It's not going to be nowhere near the price of something of that magnitude. So of course you got to, I always have a worker with me.
Yeah.
Fuel, you gotta add, your fuel costs in.
It does.
I mean, of course you don't tell the customers, because they don't want you to nickel and dime them.
They really
So I mean, if you just give them a price, and I always try to be fair with my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I ask the customer, is that a fair price?
Yeah.
Because I want to be that affordable contractor, as well as do a good job, and I want to be able to pay my worker as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to negotiate, but I mean, everything ain't negotiable. Some things I'm gonna need top notch dollar,
Yeah,
and then other things I'm going to have to, just based on whatever the situation is going on with the home.
Definitely. And with that, the job also takes time, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Time and labor.
Yeah. So various jobs take more time. Most of the jobs that I do consistently, I do a lot of turnkey.
Okay.
So, and that's basically, I might go in and spot paint.
Yeah.
Fix a little small hole with somebody, open up the door and pop the hole, or fill in some holes for thumbtacks or nails, etc.
Okay.
Paint. So those jobs are real small. But then I also do larger jobs where it might take a couple weeks. If somebody want to do hardwood floors, paint the whole house, carpet, or knock a wall down and turn that into a gaming room, or open the wall up so it'll be bigger to open the room up. So it just all depends on the situation.
Yeah, and it's actually a lot that goes into it that the customers don't know, and they're like, well, why are you charging me all this money? Well, look, I gotta pay gas. It take me a long time to get out here. Labor. I gotta buy the supplies, the equipment. I got a worker that I gotta pay.
Absolutely.
Sometimes multiple workers that I gotta pay, depending on the job. And I've worked live on the scene, so I know what the environment's like, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you work with me. I pay you just like I pay
He does.
adult. I just try to be fair. I don't try to shortcut nobody. You do good business, it's gonna come back to you. Customers see it.
Mm-hmm.
You want responsible people out on the job site. You don't want people out on the job site just because you was able to get them at a discount.
Yeah.
Because those type of people can harm your business and your reputation.
And they gotta know what they're doing if they're coming out there.
Yeah, because if not, it's gonna lead situations where I gotta go back behind them.
Yeah.
And so forth. And you want trustworthy people in these homes.
You do.
Because you don't want to be going to get day laborers and stuff like that. You don't know who you got with you, or who in your customer house. If they're your customers and you want to protect them, man, and you want to provide a good service to them.
Yeah. Well, clearly we have to use this guy whenever we need anything done, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the best way to get in contact me is 770-639-5119. I do various jobs dealing with the home, landscaping in and out. Pretty much what you want to get done to your house, just give us a call. Again, 639-5119, and we located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Excellent. Market that phone number so people can get in contact with you and bring money into this household. Amen to that. So what are some things that people should look for in hiring a contractor?
I always tell, I mean, it's so many different methods. Definitely go by referrals. You know, people do it, but I mean, this is how you're going to get the best quality of service. If your girlfriend, knows somebody who came and painted their house, and they telling their experience and stuff like that, or your coworker, or friend, family, somebody who so those type of referrals.
Gotcha.
Versus just calling, just random strangers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I mean, they do it, but make sure that they replicable.
Yeah.
They got proper credentials.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest mistake people always do is just give these contractors a ton of money.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times this week alone, that ain't counting just period in my business, but how many people just tell me such and such ran off with $10,000. Such and such ran off with $5,000, $20,000, $30,000.
Yeah.
I heard a situation earlier. Somebody ran off with 100 G's, $100,000. I mean, that is a phenomenal amount of money.
It is.
And now you at a situation where you trying to bring another contractor in, and now you want to shortchange this contractor, but you want quality work.
Yeah.
And it ain't fair, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And the last 3-4 jobs I done went on, I've been straightening up people's mess. Because I want to do business with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still got to be affordable for my guys to make money and to be able to run a good, solid business.
Definitely.
I know a lot of guys out here doing business, but I file my taxes.
Yeah.
I pay fair wages.
You do.
So and you want great quality service. So I think I'm competitive.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. And I kind of want to go into that because I've watched court shows where this person is suing this person because either they paid them up front and they didn't finish the job, or they paid them and they didn't do a good job on the job and they didn't do what they asked them to do.
Sure.
And there's plenty of scenarios like that.
It is. My thing is, I guess when you're dealing with a contractor, they always gonna ask you for 50% of the money up front.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
A lot of times, just based on how big the job is. But I think you, as the homeowner, go to whatever supply stores you want. Those big chains where you go. And I can't give free advertisement out on the show, but those big chain companies, you go and purchase your supplies there. A lot of those companies do. For my customers, I do phone sales. So what happens is I go to the desk. I got their supplies. It's gonna email them, and if you want, I can pick up on the other end.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure, yeah, definitely. So we're going to come right back into, we're going to finish off where we left off, and then we're also going to get into what does this man actually do? Pretty much a little bit of everything, but we'll be right back.
Thank you for joining All-Star Maintenance Services, Inc., Incorporated. Contact number is 770-639-5119. My name is Tilik. If you're in the need of homeowner renovation, painting, sheetrock, etc., anything dealing with the interior, exterior of your home, give us a call at 770-639-5119.
Alright, we're back, everybody, with Tyrik on the Move, and we're going to pick up actually where we left off. So you were talking about, customers and purchasing their supplies from these chain companies. So, just
Absolutely.
yeah.
So basically, what I advise my customers to do, this is what I like to do. I don't want you to give me $300, $400, $500, $1,000, $8,000, etc. What I do is go to these big chain companies. What they got is they got a service desk, and it's called a phone sale. So basically, whatever supplies I'm supposed to get, they will call you on the phone, say, hey, we got Tilik here. We got Tilik with All-Star here. He wants to make a phone sale, and your total is $985. For instance, you don't want to give a contractor $985, hoping that they're going to do what they say they're going to do, okay? So what I do is, at least you went to these chain companies and you went and now you got your supplies. So I will only give them, I don't know, maybe a quarter of that pay. That's enough to get the job going. Get the workers going, and then slowly give them draws based on the job. Don't give them 50% of that money up front, and then that way at least you see what type of work they doing.
Yeah.
You don't want they say that they can finish sheetrock work. And you can see seams and etc.
And that stuff look terrible.
That stuff look terrible. So you might want, and now you're mad. So you might be in a situation where you might have to fire them.
Yeah, or you gotta go to court with them because they done ran off with you.
Right. So just try to be, I would say, have more of the advantage, because if they done $1,200 worth of work and you only gave them $300, you winning right now. Mm-hmm. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. And so, with your company, I want to know, what are all the services that you provide? So, everyone knows, say, hey, oh, I do need this done in my house. Can he do this? Can I contact them for this? So, just give us a list of things that you do within your company.
Okay. Well, our company does pretty much whatever situation you have with your home. Now, I do a lot of work myself. I contract a lot of work. I like to be close contact with my contractors. I always try to use the same ones because I know the quality of work they're providing. But we do anything from paint, sheetrock, landscaping, carpet, hardwood, tile, electrical, plumbing. The list goes on. Roofing. We do it all. We pressure wash. We put hot water heaters in. We fix hot water heaters. We install dishwashers. The list.
Everything.
The list goes on. And if you're not sure, just call us at 770-639-5119. And see what services that we provide, or we might be able to refer you to. But we hang cabinetry. I don't know.
Just everything, basically. So something go wrong in your house, this is the man you need to call.
Absolutely.
So with you providing your services, do you only do residentials, or do you do other commercial businesses, or what else do you do?
Well, we pretty much specialize in residential. Although we do have, I do have commercial landscaping contracts. So I do a lot of commercial landscaping. But as far as contracting work for commercial, we've done a few, but pretty much residential.
Okay.
That's pretty much our specialty. Mm-hmm. And then definitely landscaping, residential and commercial.
That's where most money comes from.
Yeah. Oh, and also we do trash out, debris removal. And also, uh, yeah, we do sales clean. We clean the house down. We don't really specialize if a homeowner lived there, but we will clean the home once you moving out, or even if you're in an apartment and you want to get your refund back, call us. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that live in apartments that that they put a big deposit down, and most of the time they're not gonna get it back. But if you call us, hey, at least you might be able to get 50% of it, and 50% better than none at all. And desperately, we do that.
So I want
to also rental homes.
Rental homes too.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. We do tons of those.
Okay.
Investment properties. I mean, my customers is well and widespread.
Definitely. And so now I want to get into the good stuff, the juicy stuff. So
what's the
I know that sometimes you come home late nights and you have these stories about these customers. So can you just give us like one funny story or one interaction that you had with a customer?
I can't really recall one funny story, but like a situation like today happened. I mean, it ain't really funny, but I mean, it's the stuff that you deal with out here. And it was a customer. He do a lot of stuff himself. I mean, he's skillful, and he do a lot of stuff himself. But at the time, and what you gotta understand, I felt like I gave him a fair price on doing some facial work, gutter work, and soft work. Yeah. And it was two areas that squirrels will get in on his home, and I told him, I mean, it was just patchwork, but I told him $175, and he thought that price was too high. And I'm like, I understand, but you gotta understand that you're not doing this work anymore. You know what I mean? And of course, if you did it yourself, it could have been cheaper. But I mean, the area I was in, it was really tight, and I don't know if he could have fit in that area. No, but I mean, it's one of those things, man. It was a lot of ladder work, and you gotta pay for ladder work, Yeah. And so, a lot of times I might be a professional, but at the same time, getting on that ladder is dangerous. You can hurt yourself.
It is definitely. And I know you told some stories where the customer wants you to come do a job, and then they be like, and then you say, "Oh, it's gonna be $200." Oh, well, you can just come do half of it, and then I do the rest later.
Yeah, those type of jobs. I mean, it's like, you gotta understand, people out there. Yeah. Your home is your biggest investment. Okay, protect your investment. Okay, and you want cheap work, but you want quality service.
You do.
And I think I'm affordable.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna mistreat my worker because I'm not gonna have a worker tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not gonna mistreat myself, and I like nice things, and you do too, and that's what I'm there to provide, nice things for you.
And I like nice things when you provide for this family. Yes. And so, we're unfortunately we do have to wrap up the show. But I do want you to give out your contact info, your social media, or just anything where people can get in contact with you, so you can come out and do work at their homes.
Can they Google me?
They can Google you.
I don't know. Anyway, best contact information 770-639-5119. I work extremely long hours. I get up extremely early. I'm dedicated. I'm focused. You can email me at All-Star Maintenance Services with the S at the end, Inc. at Yahoo. Also, one thing before we leave here.
Yeah, sure.
Most of the time I'm running behind the camera.
Yeah.
And then tonight I'm in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's much better back there though.
Yeah, and I thank you for coming, and thank you, producer Miss Katrina Wynn, who was actually on the show last week. She's behind the camera. Oh, there she go, waving her hand.
And we're definitely a team. Real estate. You know, she a lot of times she lists all the properties that we renovate for clients. So hey, definitely check her out. Again, you know, my number one, my backbone, and Katrina Wynn, and her contact number is 770-639-5459. If you're looking for any investment properties, any not rental properties, but investment properties, or if you want a personal home, or you want to sell your home. So that's who my investors use. That's who I use. And it's awesome. I mean, this is just a win-win, and it's a family business.
It is, yes. I like working, being a part of the business too. And also, Miss Katrina, when you got to pay for that advertisement. I'm just letting you know, you got to pay.
Okay. I'm working it off now.
Yeah, well, huh?
I'm working it off now.
Working it off now. Not the bills around here. All right, well, thank you all so much for tuning in to Tyrik on the Move. I really appreciate it. And make sure you give Mr. Tilik Wynn a call. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you next time on Tyrik on the Move.